So in our previous videos, people were complaining about us not doing enough wildlife photography. So I just spotted some birds, but just keep very quiet. Here we go. We got it, we got it.
Hey guys, welcome back to OrmsTV. Today, on a very windy, wintry Cape Town morning, we are going to bring you a review of the all-new Fuji GFX 100 right here.
Yes guys, we'll be taking it through some couple of tests. We'll be shooting some landscapes, beautiful Table Mountain, taking it through the streets a little bit, and then back to the studio doing some studio tests.
Absolutely, so come and join us for that. So, we've set the camera up here to start off with a little bit of landscape shots. I mean, you're in Cape Town, you can't not take a picture of Table Mountain. We've set it up, and just right off the bat, the first thing I want to touch on is the sensor. Jumping from, in their previous medium format cameras, from 50 megapixels all the way up to 100 megapixels.
Huge bump up.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I shot with it, it left me speechless, because I don't know about you, but I've never shot with anything with this amount of megapixels.
Yeah, the detail on this is really incredible.
Yeah.
Like when you punch in 200%, it just keeps everything sharp.
Yeah, like we'll show you guys later when we do some portrait shooting and that, but like for me, it almost becomes unusable. Like there's too much detail in there.
Sharp.
Yeah, it is scary sharp. Like every imperfection gets picked up, but the converse is every single piece of detail gets picked up, and it is phenomenal. It's beautiful.
So also another thing is they improved the autofocus definitely a lot better versus the older generation.
Yeah. So you've now got phase detect autofocus on the unit.
425 points,
yeah,
so similar to the XT3. I would say it's not as quick as the XT3 on autofocus.
Yeah, look, it is still a massive sensor, and the lenses are
big to drive.
Yeah, 3-4 times the size of any lens that you can get on, on the APS-C side. So that is a lot of glass to still drive. And your autofocus is going to be a bit slower, but it's a big improvement from what we had just, a couple of years ago when they brought out the GFX 50.
And also a first for them is built-in stabilization.
In-body stabilization, huge.
First of its kind.
Yeah, I don't know if you can remember, but when we did shoots with the GFX 50, you were like, you were forced to have it on a tripod, because any little bit of movement at 50 megapixels and you have a blurry shot.
Yeah.
And I was so scared that with 100 megapixels that would just be exaggerated. But with that IBIS,
keeps it nice and smooth.
Handheld, no problem. It's just gorgeous. So let's take some pics.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So Deon, it's probably safe to say we're not the biggest artistic photographers in the world.
Probably not.
But what we're doing is we're going to be testing out the sharpness.
Yeah.
Image quality.
Yeah, exactly. Give you guys a look at what this camera can do in a normal, real-world situation. So we've got the settings sort of pretty normal. We're not doing any in-body sharpening or anything like that.
All default.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's on default. We've done some of the customizations, and we're just going to fire off a couple of shots and see what we get. Okay, so just before you take the shot, just key everybody in. What settings are you shooting at?
Yeah, we're shooting in good light, so most of it will be very base low ISO, so 100 ISO. Aperture will vary anything from about f11, f14, trying to get the whole depth of field, everything nice and sharp. Shutter speed is not a big of an issue here because we do have a tripod with us, but it's on 100 at the moment.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Most of the color profiles all standard. I mean, Fuji's got some amazing color profiles that we can play with, but it's on standard profile, and obviously we're shooting RAW and JPEG. So, I mean, JPEG on Fuji, as you know, is very good. Yeah. It's probably one of the best.
Yeah, colors are good, the dynamic range is good, but we'll show you guys how that all looks, when we pop some of the pictures up. Cool, so let's shoot some pics.
So we're also taking some shots of the famous Lion's Head. Everybody is hiking in Cape Town, and we'll punch into it, and you'll see some of the detail on top of Lion's Head.
I see that you're manual focusing.
Fuji has got an amazing focus peaking technology, and for landscape photography, it's definitely a plus and a bonus to have it. The autofocus is decent, but we're just giving it a check out.
Yeah. I see, even though we have face detect autofocus, when you're shooting at a landscape, it still hunts a little bit. It struggles a little bit to lock on.
So the first photo is the one with table mountain. If we punch in here to the cityscape below it, let's check it out.
Oh man, that sharpness is ridiculous.
Just keep, you can almost see people in the through the windows.
This is just insane. Man, I wanna check out the cable car. Oh, that's crazy.
It really keeps the detail, huh?
That is just crazy. The sharpness is just off the scales in this thing. Jeez, the detail you get, man. Beautiful. Let's have a look at this picture real quick. Lion's head just cropping into the rock face.
Yeah, that's great.
Beautiful, beautiful. Geez, you can even see the people on top of Lion's head.
Taking that early morning hike.
It's like, I mean, I cannot see that with the naked eye.
Yeah, we weren't able to see it, yeah.
Okay guys, so as you can see, we had a little bit of a change of venue, you know. Come down, Sea Point Promenade.
Beautiful sea in the background.
Yeah, and actually the weather is not bad.
Yeah, very warm.
Yeah, when we were on top of the mountain, it was freezing. Come down here, it's like a summer's day almost, you know, it's fantastic. Classic Cape Town, really. So what we want to touch on is just the handling of this camera and the feel of it. So both of us have been shooting with it for about 2 days now, and for me, I just want to say, because I've got biggish hands, I love this grip.
Definitely a nice feel.
Yeah.
I've got small hands, but I do like the grip.
Yeah, it still feels good to you, eh? Yeah.
The vertical grip has got a different texture to the normal one.
Yeah, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of that.
It feels a bit slippery.
It's smooth. It's it's so well made. It's this metal vertical grip, but every time I grab it, it almost feels like my hand's gonna slip off it. And it's not as deep as what the standard grip is. And that change just feels a little bit awkward to me, but it's so well made. It feels great.
It feels nice. Also, if you know Fuji very well, they're quite well known for the tactile dials. They did remove it on this.
Yeah.
So you can switch this button on and it will give you the digital kind of tactile dial.
Yes. I will say I do miss the shutter speed dial, the ISO dial.
I think we both like it.
Yeah.
We do like the tactile dial quite a lot.
Absolutely. But all in all, not bad.
Yeah. If you're a Fuji shooter, you'll definitely recognize the menu system. It's exactly the same. Yeah.
I love the programmable buttons. If you've ever picked up any other Fuji camera, you're going to be fine.
You can also remap every single button.
Every single thing,
So you can customize this to your style. It's also got this new digital LED screen here at the back.
Yeah.
Gives you some of your features
and
settings.
Your settings. Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoy the screen at the top as well. It always stays on.
Yeah.
You know, as long as there's a battery in, that screen stays on,
very
showing
clear,
your last.
Easy to read.
Absolutely. Yeah, showing your settings. What else have we got?
Viewfinder is very decent, very bright, clear.
That's an upgraded viewfinder from what you got on the GFX 50.
Yes.
So it's a higher resolution viewfinder. It's OLED now. It's really crisp, really clear.
Also seeing that we're going to do some street stuff now. This has got the new portrait flippy screen.
Yeah.
And still has the traditional landscape pull-out screen
of course.
as well.
Sort of something Fuji's become known for.
Yes, yeah. And it takes 2 batteries in the grip, right?
Correct.
2 batteries.
2 batteries in the grip. You can charge it via the USB-C port.
Which seems to be quite standard now with most cameras these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice to have. You can even plug in a power bank if I'm not mistaken.
You can indeed power it from a power bank, power it from your laptop, anything like that, which is great for extended shooting.
2 SD card slots.
Fantastic.
Seems to be the norm as well. Some cameras.
Mostly. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I don't know about you, but I love how it handles.
I love the feel. I like that you can remap everything. You can set it up for your needs. Let's go check it out.
Let's do it. Yeah. Like, I never thought that there would be a world in which you can hand-hold shoot a medium format 100 megapixel camera and nail focus, nail sharpness with this amount of ease. It's game changer.
So I like these buildings in the sky kind of shots. When we're checking in the sky, just making sure everything is nice and sharp. Quality. All right, guys, we're here in the portrait segment of checking out the GFX 100. We're going to test out the face detection, eye tracking capabilities, first for medium format.
Yeah, absolutely. All of that on the back of the new face detect autofocus system that's in here. So I want to show you guys what it can do. Shoot some portraits of our model over here, punch in, show you guys the detail that this camera is capable of. Should be fun.
Let's check it out. Okay, I'm going to be shooting mostly on f4 because I kind of want all of her face nice and sharp. But you'll see even on f4 with medium format, you'll get a very nice depth of field. ISO, it's a bit dark in here, so we're going to go 500. We've got a little bit of lighting source here to play with as well. So I really wanted to test out the eye tracking capabilities and how accurate it is. And if we punch into the eye, you can see it nailed it spot on. A slightly closer one, just to show you the amazing detail you get on the eyes.
I'm just loving these shots. The sharpness and the detail pickup is just incredible. And the way that this camera handles highlights is actually quite beautiful. I'm loving it. And again, if you punch in, oh man, you can see through like the cornea in the eye. Like it's just on a different scale. And just to show you guys, you can apply all of the Fuji film simulation modes in the GFX 100 as well. So this is Acros with a green filter on, and yeah, like beautiful contrast, handling the highlights, and it does not affect your detail pickup. It's spot on, absolutely spot on.
So Deon, there's this new feature in this beast of a megapixel camera called skin smoothing. Just run us through this.
Yeah, so basically it applies a filter to the, if it picks up a face in the frame, it applies essentially a filter to it that smooths the skin out a little bit and sort of cuts down on that crazy poor pickup that 100 megapixels is going to give you. And
amazing detail.
Yeah, just showing them side by side. Yeah, I mean, it definitely works. You do sacrifice a little bit of sharpness for it. I mean, that's to be expected. But still, very, very nice. And yeah, if you put the two side by side, you can see the effects immediately. So now, in addition to, well, 100 megapixel still images, this unit also shoots 4K, and you can output 4K in 422 10-bit via the HDMI port. You can shoot internally up to 30 frames a second in your 4K mode, and yeah, that's pretty decent for a medium format camera. So just a quick little test just to see what that looks like. Okay, Andre, so we spent the whole day shooting with this camera now. And I don't know about you, but from my side, just blown away.
Yeah, overall, I think this camera nails quite a lot of things on the head.
Yeah.
And the image quality, as we've seen with these images that we shot, it's unbelievable. When you're punching in, it just keeps it everywhere.
It is on a level that, I mean, I know that I don't have the skill to bring out what this camera can actually do.
Yeah.
And also saying that, like, there is no world in which I would own a camera like this, because it just doesn't fit into my lifestyle and what I do.
It's definitely geared for like the professional, like a proper professional.
Absolutely. Like, you would think professional landscape photographers, fashion photographers, guys who do a lot of studio work, billboards, that kind of thing. Like, that really is where this would come into its own.
Yeah.
And
surprisingly, medium format, extremely light.
Very light, yeah. I mean, I was surprised by that. The first time that I picked it up, I thought it was going to be a lot heavier.
Yeah.
But, geez, so usable. And as always, Fuji nailed the build quality.
Yeah.
We said that earlier, but everything just feels beautiful. Everything feels tactile. Yes, I miss the shutter dial and the ISO dial. I do miss it, but, it's not a run and gun camera. So, you set it up, it's deliberate, you shoot, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I can't get enough of it.
So overall, I think we definitely like this. Definitely aimed for the pro guys, for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, image quality, I don't think anything really can beat this.
No, I mean, you would have to go to like a Hasselblad or a Phase 1 system that is 3 or 4 times the price, to get something equivalent. And for that sort of Fuji bringing medium format to an affordable level, if you can call it that, nailed it. So basically what we're saying is for the price, even though it's by no means
A cheap camera.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not an affordable camera, but for the price and what you can do with it, it's incredible.
Unbelievable image quality.
Yeah.
And yeah, medium format with some extra features, built-in stabilization, great.
I've never been able to shoot medium format, truly high megapixel handheld, and with this,
It's possible.
It was easy. It really made it easy. No problem. Loved it.
So yeah, conclusion, I mean, well done Fuji, innovating again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bringing some new technology to the market.
Yeah. If they keep this up, I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us on that momentous climb up the mountain that is the Fuji GFX 100. We hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We love hearing from you. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Have you ever introduced yourself in one of these videos?
I think so.
Has it?
I don't know.
Yeah?
The body just shut down.
Really?
No, for real. Don't know why. Look at the touch screen.
Perfect. Stop following me.
All right, guys, we're here at Chromatic Aberration. Are we going to redo that?
What with the guy randomly
The guy
walking
coming
in?
in, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1. That's good. Don't put it in.